We are back with everybody's favorite game, Rogue Legacy. We're up to fall cleanup patch. This is version 0.2.2. A lot of quality of life stuff was added. A whole new, huge chunk of the skill tree has been created. You can get to the second biome, we'll call it, at this point. There was one more puzzle to solve to get new magic abilities, I guess we'll call them. They were teasing another 2 biomes that I saw, which I'll show you. I'll try to get to everything, obviously. And I think that was the main stuff. Oh, okay. I remember what I did now. So I preset my last run to make sure I had everything unlocked before I showed the new area, just to... We'll share first, because then I'm going to die, and then we'll buy new stuff. I'll go from there. So the Grand Academy has been created. It's coming soon, like everything else. So it is what it is. But so the way it worked was... I probably won't be able to do it again. The way it worked was if you go up there, you can read that stuff. And it gives you a hint that if you go to where the new area is and go through a special gate, that you will be able to unlock the ability to bounce off of candles and things in the air. So the Pishin Dry Lake is the other area that they're teasing. It's not here yet. So it's coming soon from the developers, just like last time. Get me over to... Yeah, okay. So over here, the little wacky outdoor snowy part that I showed off in the first video has turned into Axis Mundi, an actual full-blown area. So before we get into it, so we're up here. Notice we can dash across, and there's a door up here. So what it worked was if you go in this door, you still go in it. Okay. So you go in this door, you start climbing your way up this little tower. You're like, oh, I can't jump any higher, but there are stabby things to bounce off of. So your down spike ability, your skills with using the ability comes in handy. You go up, you go up. And then over here was this little statue you pray to, which gives you a special mission to do, which gives you the ability to bounce off of special candles and stuff. That if you have this game, that is the... It is... Which one was it? It was definitely one of the... It was one of the insights. Anyway. So if you have this game and you haven't figured it out yet, the way to progress is you come over to here. You say, wow, I can't bounce off these things. There must be a way. You go to the top room, which has a little tablet for you to read, which tells you to enter the top of the gates, which is what I just showed you up here. You're in the top of the gates, get your thing, you're good to go. So now you can bounce off these things, and we have bouncing off those resets your air dash. One of the more... I really want to go up there for that chest, but I'm going to try to die trying to do it. I don't want to die right now. One of the more irritating things was because they have new perks in the game. Is it going to kill him? It is. Because they have new perks, they basically reset the entire old skill tree. And they said, I'm really going to die. They said we'll refund you a good chunk of the money you put into the old skill tree to make it fair for both playing through it, make sure there's challenge states in the game, blah blah blah. It's kind of ridiculous because I basically played enough to max out the whole old skill tree. Just because there's nothing else to do in the beginning, obviously. If it's early access, the only thing you can do is really try to start saving up your money. Use this perk. There we go. Yeah, so basically what I'm getting at is they refunded the coins you put into your perks, but they didn't refund all the coins you put into your perks. So you couldn't make yourself whole and start the new DLC over, or the new areas over. You started almost whole and needed a ton of money to do everything again. So I was, not a ton, but it is a bummer that they completely like wiped your progress just to try to make the I guess we'll call it to like balance the gameplay out. But yeah, so here we are. So every time I try to do this puzzle, I mess up. Because you have to dash, do one of these jumps to bounce off this door, and then dash again, I think. And oh, fuck you. You only get one chance. That's actually the closest I've gotten. But still not good enough. I hate this room, I always die in it. Please be the right one. Nope. A poor little barbarian. Okay, so if you look now while this is doing the crazy payout thing, there's new currency. There are the iron ingots, the silver thing in the top middle. And there's the blood drop jewels, the top right. This is how you upgrade your weapons, armor. Weapons and armor are the iron thing, obviously, and then the blood drops are for how you upgrade your runes. If you notice, the barbarian has a rank now. You basically get experience for playing through each character. It gives you global perks for your entire family. Can you not redo? Okay, we did a new one. You basically get global perks for your entire family. Overall, so every time, what am I trying to say here? So basically, like every time you level up, like the barbarian, like the duelist, which is a new class, which we're gonna play in a second here, gets perks too. And it's easier to show that when we get to the part that shows you the summary of your whole family. But if you look here, there's a whole wide new array of things to buy. The two new classes. Is it 2 classes or 3 classes? Valkyrie was an old one? Yeah, it had to be. Okay. The first new class is the duelist. That's the guy. That's the person we're playing as right now. The other new person is the kitchen, which unlocks the chef. The chef class is actually really fun to play with, I think. I use a frying pan that when you hit people with it, it sets them on fire. So, we're going to do the usual. We'll increase weapons. Increase life. Alright, this is fine for a perk. So if you look, now the costs have those crazy metal things for him. If you look, the costs have the blood drops for her. There might be like red gems, but they look like blood drops to me. The living totem. This is the knowledge I've retained. This is your worth as a person reduced to a number. So what I was trying to say earlier, when I got all blank-minded and foolish. So now that my knight is level 4, I get plus 40 equip weight for, I think it's for everybody. So like plus weight for him, Valkyrie gets plus weight, Barbarian gets plus vitality for me, Ranger's plus strength, Mage is plus intelligence, Cook is plus focus, Duelist is for dexterity, and all your mastery gives you more rune weight. Rune weight for free. They upgraded the amount of money you can hold in that little safe between runs now. That was the thing I maxed out in the first game. That's why I was, not the first game, the first release, or what do you want to call it? First patch. That's why I was irritated when they wiped it, only because I worked hard to save up some funds in there. The game just took them all away. So the duels is just quick weapon attack and kind of decent health. Barbarian's obviously the best still, but Duelist is close to knight level. I think it comes out to. Attack's pretty quick. So I'm really gonna try to do now is find the path to the new area again, or try to get a little farther through there. There's basically two ways to play this game still. You either go for, I call it a money run, where you hit up every room and try to get, you basically try to kill everything, obviously. Just stock up on cash, top with the upgrades. Or, oh wait, the 8-ball bounces, right? Not the way I wanted it to. Alright, it's fine. No fair chest for me. Oh yeah, but anyway. So you pretty much try to get as much money as possible, or I feel like you just focus on getting to like the boss fight, or just going right after the boss. Like if you have a really strong class for a run, you don't want to dick around and waste the strong run on just getting money, because if you die, you pretty much just throw away the good player for a bad one, possibly. Not all your heirs are the best. Sometimes you're just a bad seed, you know what I'm saying? But in the first game, pretty much if I had a strong knight or a barbarian, especially once I started upgrading everybody, it was pretty much that meant, okay, go try to do a boss run, go try to beat the upgraded bosses, that kind of deal. There's a bunch of new relics. Oh, gain extra life, we'll take that one for sure. Put a bunch of new relics, and they were just retweaked a bunch of the rooms the other day too. Seems to be keeping up with it. I think the first biome release was a little later than they said it was going to be, but it wasn't too much later. Like, I feel like that timing changed at some point. Do I have enough to do? No, it's 50. The only reason I even remotely care about this fairy chest is because usually there's like the long-term upgrades in these. This one has a bunch of blood. So if I save a bunch of blood, because I'm not really... That was stupid. I save a bunch of blood because I'm not really upgrading my runes, and they wipe the character progress again for their next bigger patch, I'm going to have a meltdown. I'm telling everybody now. The v0.3. Whatever gameplay video will not be as happy as this one. If I die, it's fine. I didn't really try to get rich on this one, and I do want to try to get different class anyway, so I will always try to find the chef once before we call this a day. I might come out with a decent amount of money. Death-defied. I'll say it if he fucking leaves me in there. This branch succumbed to the shift. Basically, those little stories are like usual. Sometimes it gives you the next bigger challenge to do. Like, that's how you learn the insights. But I've read this one like 20 times now. Defeat the estuaries and open the gate. Pizza Palace. Here's the pizza. Took a bad turn. Now I'm off my route. My name is Maria. Don't mind the outfit. It's just temporary. Bring you here. You run as hero types trying to save poor folks. Don't push yourself. Help your journey. Has nothing to do with pizza. I log. What the hell is this? That's cool. How big is this room? I think I'm gonna go up while I'm here. Get the creepy music. Keep the creepy music going. Told you to meet again. My name is Maria, pizza delivery girl by day, amateur archaeologist by night. Delivering food is easy when you keep shifting. One step wrong direction, you're the lost lamb I was generations ago. So I can feel the shift. We know where places will be and how to get there. So we work together. Bound the currents, choose one portal, keep going back to it, but if a shift happens, you lose it. I've been studying these portals for a while now and grow concurrence. Give me enough resources, I can think unlock this portal for you permanently. What do you say? You travel this world faster, help defeat these poor people, win-win 2,000 gold. Unlocking this piece of the route from future runs costs 2. You. Under construction. It's a good book. Okay, so that's good to know. If I save Pizza Girl, I can fast travel to this area and skip that first part going forward. Which means you probably have to make it across this entire room to beat this area. That's fine. Now we know. I actually got to that room once before. And I didn't realize... I saw it said pizza party. I walked in, there was a bunch of boxes. And I didn't realize that that dummy had a different head. So I just kind of ignored it. I could have got that tip a little while ago. And probably would have unlocked that door. If that was the case. That seems like a setup. But it's fine. Just gives me something to do in this game again. Save up cash, come here, buy my pizza. So this is probably going to be whatever internal again, right? Yeah. Okay, so whenever we get to the internal part, it seems like it's just a fairy chest. So I do have to make it across. Make it across this whole thing on one of these runs. Not going to be that run, though, apparently. West ranked up the duelist. Get a little more dexterity for the Tobes fam. There we go. Let's get the chef. This is their new class that's in here right now. Bonus armor. Crit. Blah, 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 blah. Max weight. Hold off on this right now. Since I have money. I just want my runes back. So this is gain more gold, increase speed, life steal. Okay, I think that's a pretty decent loadout anyway. So we dumped a good amount of money in that, so that's fine. So the chef has a little less health. But his attack's awesome. All you gotta do is hit people once. They catch on fire. And in theory, like I could just run away from it too. If I got a little more aggressive, obviously hit him more than once too. But I think the ability to do like the constant damage like that is sick. DPS! Something with those letters or words, I don't remember. Oh, well, you also forgot the other part of them. Well, there's two more parts. One I'm going to show later, but you can do that. And that seems beneficial as hell. I feel like this isn't going to be the right way to get to where I want to go. What the hell trade is this? Trades, no. Panic attacks, gold 48, making popcorn is nightmare fuel, hitting in the dark. Getting hit darkens the screen. So that's why I'm getting the extra gold in this run. I mean, that's a hell of a negative perk. I should get more than just 50% boost. This is like 100% boost. Easily. Going up and not over is kind of concerning me because I feel like I know how this is going to play out. Gold McRibs. You got the good treasures. But not going to the right makes me feel like I'm going to get to the top and do this instead of going to the right and trying to unlock that other area, which I now have to go all the way back to the beginning too. I guess I got lucky at the teleporters right there. Well, I might as well use the perk now since it recharges. His Y perk, like the barbarian guy, has the cool scream that stuns people. This guy, because he's a cook, he makes food and heals himself, making him one of the probably best characters in the game, I would say. Because obviously if you don't act stupid and waste it, like no one else just heals himself. No one else comes close to just healing himself with any of their abilities. So in a game that's about permadeath, that seems like a huge bonus. And maybe I'm just like, come on. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I think it's a big deal. How about that? That's okay. Poor little chef. Poor cook. I'm sorry, cook. So focus up +1 since we ranked up with him as well. Well, those are all the new ones. Vegan. You can't eat meat in that one, right? I'm gonna pick my new heir just so we can go back to the buy stuff screen here. That's my money. Get the run started. But we're gonna call this a day. So as promised, they are making the game. They are slowly making it better. Having 2 areas to go through and finding fun little things to unlock has definitely been fun. Like figuring out just now that Pizza Girl's a thing and having her give me like a boost to the whole next area if I want it is awesome. So that's the next thing I'm gonna save up for. I'm glad they added added new insights, which gives you that one, the volunteer's duty. Complete Echo's challenge that uses spin kicks, reset dash, and destroy resonant projectiles. They added that one, which gives you a fun little bounce around the room puzzle to do. But they're still going. I'm proud, not proud. I respect the fact that they are still working, seems diligently on putting more things into the game during early access. I know it's a risk buying games in early access, but if you think it looks cool, remember it's not a whole game yet, but it is still out now in theory. I still get the early access discount, I believe. But thanks for watching, and I will see you the next time they put a new major minor revision out. Thanks.